Hey Teen Gains, I'm Serena. I'm a client of Rebecca's and I'm just making a quick video to show you guys how I hit my macros. So, got my handy dandy notebook here to help us along. Okay, so first, plan your macros per meal. 2, we're going to pick the protein. 3, pick your carb. 4, add your vegetables or fruits. 5, pick your fat, and then 6, season your food. Okay. And I'm using my actual macros right now just for an example for everybody. So my total macros here, you can see I've got 49 grams of fat, 165 carb, and 153 protein per day. And right now Rebecca has me on 5 meals. So I'm going to be having per meal 9.8 grams of fat, 33 grams of carb, and 30.6 grams of protein. So that's our goal per meal. And next, we need to pick our protein. So for my meal, I chose collagen powder, it's hydrolyzed collagen, and also peanut butter. Peanut butter, normally thought of as a fat source, but today it's gonna help us hit our protein goals. Next, choose your carb. I have oats, and then also choose your vegetable or fruit. I picked blueberries. And then also I'm using the supplement OptiFiber. It's just a fiber supplement from Costco, and I add that with our carbs. And then fats, again, like I said before, peanut butter, and then also we're using unsweetened almond milk. Okay, this is where it gets fun. Let me make sure I can get everything on the page. Okay, so foods, I have the grams, the amounts of all the foods. So for the collagen powder, we're using 25 grams, OptiFiber 4 grams, etc. And then I've got our fats, carbs, fiber, and protein here. Fiber isn't one of the targets exactly that you have to worry about the most. It's not as important as your overall calories or your protein, but it's just something that I like to pay attention to, so I added it on here for fun. So you can see after everything is added up, our totals down here at the bottom. So for our fats, I have 10 grams for this meal, carbs 33, and our protein is 30.7 grams. And then if we come down here and remember what our goals were, the goal was 9.8 grams of fat, so we're only 0.2 of a gram over that. Carbs we got exactly right, and then protein we're only 0.1 over that. So, I mean, less than even half a gram off of each of our macros. And that's something that I have gotten really good over time at figuring out. Because I do my macros, I'll do my macros on like a Friday for the upcoming week is when I track everything. And then I meal prep everything on Sunday. And this is not something that I would be, if you're wondering every day what you're going to be eating, what amounts you're going to be eating, you're not going to be able to do this because you're going to be wasting an hour on your phone every single day. But because I do this once for the entire week, I can spend the time messing around, and honestly, I'll change stuff 1 or 2 grams at a time until I'm within that 0.1, 0.2 of a gram. So I'm effectively hitting each macro perfectly. I'm never off by even half a gram because I spend the time messing around trying to hit stuff. And to go back here, with hitting our protein goal, you can see I need 30.6 grams of protein, and my main protein source, I'm only getting about 23 grams from it. But because of my fat source and because of my carb source, I'm getting a little bit of protein from each of these. And that's something else that you want to pay attention to, is what you're choosing for your carbs and what you're choosing for your fats. And actually, that'll take us over here to protein boosters. So first one, whole grains. I'm getting almost 4 grams of protein from my oatmeal. And when you're choosing other carb sources, like, oh, my roommate's coming home. But when you're choosing other carb sources, like whole grain bread, I know like Dave's Killer bagels, you can get 13 grams of protein from that. And that's just your carb source. Next, Greek yogurt. I don't even use salad dressing. I'll just mix Greek yogurt and some seasonings and like vinegar for my salad dressing, so I don't even have to worry about like using up fats from that, so that you can save your fats for something that you want. Like if you wanted to add olive oil or you wanted like a fattier meat. Next, just low fat dairy in general. My grocery store carries like fat-free shredded mozzarella. You can just throw that on top of like your vegetables for extra flavor. Just put it on top of like even your chicken. It's really great. And then nuts, seeds, and nut butters. If you're choosing olive oil or coconut oil, those are healthy fat sources. But when you choose something in your meal that has a little bit of protein in it, that way you're getting closer to your protein goal. You don't have to have as much. You don't need 5 ounces of chicken at a meal, or at least I don't, because I'm making these choices with my carbs and with my fat sources to make sure that I'm getting protein from those as well. So by picking like low-fat shredded cheese or peanut butter to add to your meal, you're going to be getting more protein, and then you'll also be hitting your fat that way too. And then let me see, the last one, beans and legumes. I mean, I always eat a salad every day. I usually add some kind of bean to it. Again, it's just more protein, and you're not having to sacrifice just having to eat just plain egg whites. And really, when you're making these choices, you're not going to get to the end of your day and have to drink a double scoop of whey or something, because I don't even use protein powder really, because I'm making these choices and I'm setting myself up at the beginning of the week, so I don't even have to think about it. And then the last thing I mentioned, the last step, was seasoning your foods. Guys, don't be leaving yourself with plain just salt and pepper. I mean, if that tastes good to you, then that's fine. But like, you have to make your food taste good, or you're not going to want to eat it. One thing that I really love is this seasoning brand called Flavor God, and I pulled a couple so I could show you guys. This one's Bacon Lovers. I put this on chicken. It literally tastes like hot ham. It's amazing. They've got like habanero, spicy ones. Their sweet ones do have honey in the ingredients, so they say calorie free, but it has sugar, so just be aware of the dessert flavors. Their ranch seasoning is great. I use that in my salads or pretty much anything on chicken. It's great. And then another thing I like to use is the Walden Farms calorie-free syrup. This is something that goes like in my oatmeal with cinnamon for some flavor, and then you're not having to sacrifice flavor. You're not having to gag down your food. So season your food, you guys. There's a lot of options. Oh, one more thing with the Greek yogurt, mixing it with, if you like spicy, Frank's hot buffalo sauce, and then I just dip my chicken in that. Again, it's just more protein, you're getting flavor, and then you still have fat to play with your macros if you want to put butter on your vegetables or something. Let me see. I think that's pretty much everything. If you guys have any questions for me, you can just comment below and let me know. And if you want some ideas on meal preps, I usually post my meal preps, my meals and stuff on Instagram. It's just my name. It's Serena _ and my last name, Dimicelli, on Instagram. Okay, have a good day, you guys. I'm gonna go train legs.